The film starts with two rabbit brothers, in which the elder brother's name is Peter and the younger brother's name is Lapin. They live in a world where to become a king, they need a very big and precious treasure. This time Lapin wants to become a king, so he has come to the forest in search of the treasure. They reach a cave, whose door they find closed. Lapin has a strange key, it had a rabbit on it. He opens the door with the key, but as soon as he enters, he is suddenly attacked by many arrows. Peter, who was the elder brother and very intelligent, knew that he would not be able to get such a precious treasure so easily. He had already prepared himself for these difficulties. Because of all these things, he not only saved himself, but also saved his brother and brought him forward. There were big stones on their way, which they jump and cross. And in the end, after crossing many difficulties, they finally reach a rabbit. This rabbit was a statue, which they thought was a treasure. Lapin is very happy that he has found the treasure. As soon as he picks up the statue, he starts to step outside. Nobody's going to be laughing at my ear anymore. So the statue breaks and slips from his hand like sand. As soon as the statue broke, the place started to break again. Peter quickly saved his brother and brought him out of the difficult roads. The roads through which they first came to this rabbit in the cave. Lapin was very upset with his brother. He gets angry at him that we reached here with so much difficulty. Why did you bring me out? We haven't even found the treasure yet. I want to be a king, how will I be? During these talks, he hears a child crying. They see a strange child whose upper body was like a rabbit, but his feet were like a chicken. Peter decides to keep him with him, but Lapin refuses him. But Peter was not going to listen to him. He thought the child was so cute that he wanted to take him with him. He takes the child to his world with the name of Chickenhare. As time goes by, they fall in love with each other. Chickenhare calls Peter Dad, and today his dad was coming back from a long journey. He brought a very precious, very big spoon of gold with him. Because of that big spoon, he became the king of this place. Chickenhare was very happy to see his dad, he wanted to be like him. He listens to his success stories and now starts working hard to be like him. For this work, he started reading very interesting books, in which he used to write about getting big treasures. He used to read everything very carefully, thinking that maybe he would find out a secret like his dad, who would help him find the treasure. Today there was a race in his world. A race from which the winner had to send a lot of money and a journey. The journey on which he could find a treasure and become the king of this place. Everyone had come to see this race. And here, Chickenhare's friends make fun of him. Because of his separate legs, he becomes very sad. All his friends used to do the same. Now he goes to his house and gets locked in the room. He cries a lot and does not open the door at anyone's request. So today he thought that somehow he would look like his friends. And for this work, he makes shoes that look like the feet of a rabbit. After wearing them, he also started looking like other people. His dad also used to tell him that you are as good as you are. You do not need to change those things that God has given you. But he does not listen to his dad either. He thought that no one would make fun of him. Now exactly 1 year later, the same race takes place again, in which Chickenhare also takes part. But because of his fake legs, he is not able to play in this game. And his friends make fun of him more than before. And here he realizes that his dad was right. That he should not have changed his identity. The way God made him, he was already very good. He also apologizes to his dad for not listening to his dad. Does Peter answer this or not? You are the most precious thing for me that I found while looking for a treasure. After all this, Chickenhare had a purpose. Somehow he wanted to find a treasure and become like his dad. That is why he goes to the library, where after reading a lot of books, he does not find any book about the treasure. He asks a lady in the library about the book written on the treasure. That lady tells him that this book is with your uncle, Lapin, who was Peter's younger brother, and now he was in jail because he tried to kill his brother Peter, so that he becomes the king instead of him. Well, now Chickenhare goes to his uncle to get that book. Lapin does not give him the book, but secretly pulls out one of his wings, with the help of which, after the death of Chickenhare, Lapin released all the prisoners there. When Peter finds out that his brother has run away from jail, he is very upset with Chickenhare. What was the need for him to go to jail? Where Lapin was imprisoned, he apologizes to his dad and goes to jail again, to find out if he can find a treasure from there. According to his thinking, he gets a book, a cloth and some sketches made on the wall from the jail. There was a way to the treasure in the book. These sketches were maps. Chickenhare does not understand which of these paths is right. That's why he puts a cloth in front of the light. And all the lights come to a map from the hole in the cloth, from which he finds out that this is the way to the real treasure. On the other hand, now Lapin, who had run away from jail, has also gone in search of the treasure. Because now he had everything. He wanted to reach the treasure without wasting time. Chickenhare also knew that Lapin would definitely become the king of this place after getting the treasure. And his dad would hurt Peter. That's why he decides to reach the treasure before Lapin. Chickenhare, who went in search of the treasure with his companions. When he reached a city, he needed a friend who could tell him about all the paths there. There is a Gulri and a rat who can help him. Here, Chickenhare makes a mistake in choosing. He makes the rat his friend so that he stays with him. But actually the rat was with Lapin. He snatches the map of the treasure from them. And takes them all to a gorilla, who Lapin had given the task of keeping all these people away from him. Now, the gorilla was about to kill Chickenhare. That's when the Gulri comes there. And she turns in the air and hits the gorilla with a strong leg, which makes him fall down. And he gets hurt so badly that he can't get up again. She punches him again with a strong punch. And takes Chickenhare and his friends away from there. Here, Lapin finds out from his friends that Chickenhare has been saved from the gorilla. Lapin doesn't understand how he could stop such a small child. That small child had killed him. There was a river in his way. Lapin crosses that river and runs the bridge over it, so that Chickenhare and his friends can't go beyond it. As soon as Chickenhare reaches the river, his feet start to sink into the ground, as if someone is pulling him into the ground. Then the Gulri hangs with something and throws a rope at him. Chickenhare is afraid that if he gets up, his shoes will come off. So everyone will know that he is not a rabbit. Gulri really finds out about this because he is on top of it. But anyway, they had moved forward towards the jungle, where some people had caught him. First, they hung Chickenhare and his friends upside down. But as soon as they see that Chickenhare is like a rabbit from above, but it's like a chicken from below, so they were scared of him. That's why they locked him in a cage. Chickenhare is very sad that he faces so many difficulties because he looks different. No one loves him. Everyone hates him. No one calls him to their party. Even here, he had to get into more trouble because of his feet. Gulri gives him courage with her words. And he also breaks his wings with a new hope. And opens the lock of this cage. As soon as he did this, those people were suddenly free. They were running out of there. When a man sees them. And like this, everyone gets up and surrounds them. But they can't catch him. Because all these people had given him a surprise and had run ahead. The trouble had not subsided while running. They had reached a place where there was a valley ahead. One of them falls into the valley. But they catch the rest of the tree. And this place gives them hope. Looking at the mountain that is made in the map, everyone starts climbing it. But Lapin sees them all there. Lapin had already reached here in search of the treasure. But now he throws a bomb at them to keep them away from this treasure and himself. So that they all come and die in this bomb. Here because they were far away. That's why nothing happened to them by throwing Lapin's bomb. But Lapin himself was trapped in his trap. Because the fall of the bomb had accumulated a lot of the ice of that mountain, under which Lapin was buried. Now Chickenhare and his companions had reached a cave, from which they found a way to go ahead. There were very good pictures on the walls. Chickenhare very sensibly touches these pictures. He found a button here. The door of that place opens when he presses it. Now it was obvious that if this was the way to the treasure, then they had to go through a lot of difficulties here. Now something like a wheel was attached behind them, which is behind him until they reach a statue. And, finally after passing through a lot of difficulties, when he finds the hamster stick, Lapin comes behind him again. See this, Lapin was very angry. That despite his hard work, the stick was found by Chickenhare. Now give me that scepter. Don't do it. Don't give it to him. He wanted to take the stick from him. He doesn't understand what to do. That's why he catches the friends of Chickenhare, and tells him that if you love your friends, or you want to save him, then hand over the stick to me. In this way, Chickenhare has to give the stick to Lapin to save his friends. He didn't want to put his friends in any trouble for himself. Lapin recited a mantra with the stick. After reciting the mantra, the light from the stick began to come out. The powers of the stick made Lapin powerful. He doesn't care about anyone. And he himself comes out of there. In the same way, Chickenhare and his two friends stay here. On the other side, Peter is shown. That is, Chickenhare's dad. He was also a king. And now he was reading his son's letter, which Chickenhare left with his dad before he left. In this letter, he wrote that he is going to find the dark hamster. That is, he is going to find the treasure. When those people were very worried. Then Gular tells him that you are very special, Chickenhare, because you have found the treasure that no one has been able to find. His words give him more courage. And then Chickenhare remembers that he has 2 wings. He can fly too. So why did he have to worry? Now he was worried about Lapin. He wanted to stop him and take his stick back. But how could he move forward so fast? And then his best friend, the tortoise, tells him a secret. He says that I can walk without my shell. He takes off his shell and gives it to his friends. With the help of that shell, they reach the palace very quickly. But by then, Lapin had taken over his world. He had become the king there. Instead of his brother, he had captured everyone. Chickenhare wanted to help them. As soon as everyone sees Chickenhare, they become very happy. Because everyone thought that no one could save them except Chickenhare. He quickly snatches the stick from Lapin and starts helping everyone. He wanted to free everyone from there. But the stick was not working now. Because Lapin had taken all his strength. And then Lapin tells him that this stick now works on my order. Then Chickenhare's dad, Peter, tells him that if you break this stick, his strength will be finished. Before that, Chickenhare breaks the stick. Lapin comes and grabs the stick from him. Here, Peter breaks his rope and quickly attacks Lapin. And in this way, the stick falls on a wooden bridge. After which, both Chickenhare and Lapin try to catch the stick. Some stick is pulling towards itself, while some is pulling towards itself. And as a result of all this, the weak bridge breaks and falls down. Along with this, Chickenhare and Lapin were also about to fall. Chickenhare grabbed the rope tightly and also Lapin with the other hand. But Lapin still had a bad thought. He not only wanted to get that stick, but also wanted to drop Chickenhare into the ditch. And in this effort, he, himself falls down. Chickenhare tries to save his big ears by changing them into his ears. But Lapin had fallen into the ditch. He dies, but here everyone is happy to see Chickenhare. Everyone loves him. And his dad is very happy with Chickenhare. Now, the king here had become Peter again. He holds a party to celebrate the victory of Chickenhare, in which everyone was having a lot of fun. There were also delicious food for the people. And after this party, Chickenhare leaves again for his new journey. And now he wanted to come back with a treasure. On his way, Peter gives him a golden knife. In this